In the previous video, we have shown that challenges of the 21st century appear on a spectrum, and that it is impossible to tackle every challenge with the same tools and methods. It is becoming increasingly difficult to evaluate how to approach a challenge and to identify potential solution spots. Therefore, designers rely on helpful materials to navigate challenges of varying complexity. One of those materials is the Design Challenge Navigator, short DCN. The DCN is an innovation toolkit consisting of 40 method cards, 13 statement cards, 4 markers, a navigation map, and a central playing figure, the navigator. Additionally, you find an application guide that tells step-by-step how to apply the DCN. The great thing about the DCN is that it helps you tailor your design process to the challenge you're facing.
But how does the Design Challenge Navigator work?
The Design Challenge Navigator compares tackling a challenge to climbing a mountain. Just as we can't climb mountains of different difficulties with the same gear and strategy, we can't approach all of today's challenges with the same tools and methods. Think of it. Before you dare to climb a mountain, you should research how the mountain is rated on the difficulty scale. It makes a difference if you are aiming to tackle a grassy hill or are going to summit one of those rocky beasts that have never been summited before. Based on that, you would estimate how long the journey could take. You would ask yourself if you should invite a companion with special expertise or agree on what resources and equipment are indispensable to master the undertaking. Do you notice the similarities to design challenges? Tackling a low-complex challenge is basically like hiking a grassy hill. The undertaking is not easy, but with adequate equipment, the right knowledge, and enough time, we can master the challenge. We know what the objectives are, and we can tell at what point they are met. Deadly rocky beasts, on the other hand, have never been summited before. All designers can do is iteratively test different strategies and thereby figure out what works best. Designing a chair for a person with special needs represents a grassy hill. A challenge of the magnitude of climate change, on the other hand, is in this metaphor a deadly rocky beast. That's why the process for lower complex problems is called a hike, and the process for higher complex issues is called an expedition. The hike consists of 6 steps: identifying, understanding, defining, co-creating, testing, and reflecting. The expedition consists of 7 steps: identifying, framing, sense-making, envisioning, tackling, simulating, and reflecting.
How do I get started with the Design Challenge Navigator?
The central piece of the DCN is the navigation map. It displays 2 mountains, a grassy hill and a rocky beast. Along the small grassy hill, you find the design stages of the lower complex challenges. Along the rocky beast, the design process stages for higher complex challenges. Your design challenge starts and ends at the little red hut at the bottom. At every stage of the design process, you will apply tools and methods. The Design Challenge Navigator provides a selection of 40 methods. To document your design process, we recommend placing the cards you use along the way. For that purpose, the navigation map provides you with card zones. Next to the card zones is indicated which cards are recommended in each step. The numbers are written on the back side of the cards, so if you decide to execute a method, place it on the navigation map.
What types of cards are there?
Great question. We distinguish 2 types of cards: method cards and statement cards. There are 6 types of method cards in the set. Firstly, exploring cards. These cards help you to gather information about your problem. Mapping cards help you visualize the collected information and make sense of the problem's complexity. Sparking cards are creativity techniques that support you in coming up with novel ideas for the problem you are facing. Futuring cards are especially helpful for challenges of complexity 3 and 4. These cards assist you in building a vision for a preferred future. Changing cards help you to refine your idea and increase its sustainability aspects. And lastly, making cards. These cards help you, as the name tells, making your idea tangible, so that in the end you can effectively present and discuss your idea with others. So let's have a look at how the cards are structured. Firstly, On the front bottom of the card, you see the name of the method. On the right side, there is a quick description of what the method is all about. On the left side, you can see a recommendation as to which levels of complexity the method is particularly suitable for. Next to it is an indication of how long it takes to carry out the method. Below that, an indication on what kind of outcome you can expect after applying the method. Below that, an indication of which stakeholders should be involved, as well as a list of all the resources and materials you need to successfully carry out the method. At the top of the front side, you see an indication of which cards are suitable before and after this method. The methods are indicated by their card number. The card number is written on the back top of the card. Furthermore, there is a step-by-step description of how to execute the method. This scheme is the same for every method. Some cards allow you to switch between the expedition and the hike at one point. This happens because you identified a lower complex solution spot, a product or service, with a higher complex problem. Those cards are indicated with this symbol. On the other hand, the DCN includes statement cards. The aim of them is to spark discussion and find an agreement within your team. Therefore, statement cards offer a sentence template or questions that can be filled out with the provided markers. On the backside of statement cards, you also find an indication on what methods are recommended before and after. There are 5 types of statement cards: the start-off card, the complexity level card, the how might we statement card, the vision statement card, and lastly, a variety of reflection cards. When and how to apply these cards is indicated on the navigation map.
All right, I get it. I feel confident in getting started. But how do I know what to do in each design step?
A detailed step-by-step description about the whole procedure is written in the application guide. So don't forget to check it out. In addition, each design step is explained in the next videos of this series. See you then.